Okay. I think I got this thing set up properly. Okay. Hi, I'm Robin. I am making my first YouTube video. I'm starting a YouTube channel, guys, because I want to, well, maybe starting a channel is a little bit more than what I'm doing. I'm making YouTube videos because I really want to do these hashtags, and I've been wanting to do them for maybe 2 years now when I first discovered them. And yeah, I've been trying to do them on Instagram, but I want to try a different way this year. Well, this upcoming year. So, this is my first video, and it is going to be about the Fyodor Pavlov Tarot because I'm super excited because I just got it in the mail and it's a little bit early. I don't know, early might be strong because, listen, I've been waiting forever for this deck. I wanted the Kickstarter, I couldn't get it. I wanted the indie, I couldn't get it. And yeah, life just didn't want to work out for me. See if we can get this so that, yeah, it's not so much glare. And yeah, so now we have the beautiful Fyodor Pavlov Tarot here with me today. I've taken it out of its wrapping. I haven't looked at this one. I have seen many walkthroughs, so this is not any kind of first impression. But as we all know, when we, oh, look at those bags. When we get a deck in our hands, it's a little bit different than watching the walkthrough, right? So this will be my walkthrough, but not a first impression by any means, because I have seen these cards several times over while I have been waiting 2 years to receive this deck almost. Yeah, so I'm looking at this US Games on the back, these copyrights. They're not so bad, to be honest, in real life. I don't know if they show up really prominent on this camera, but IRL, yeah, with my old eyes, I can barely see that. So it's not bothering me. And they put them in both corners, so that makes them completely reversible if that's something that matters to you. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at these cards. I'm very excited to have gotten these. They came a little bit early, relatively, because this box is beautiful, by the way. Has these cool cutouts I've never seen before. Yeah, it came relatively early because it was a, pushback, 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 and then they finally just said, we're shipping it. Not Amazon's fault. I pre-ordered it on Amazon. It's not their fault. They shipped them when they got them. So I will say that I love this fool. I love the thing that I like the most about these cards and this art is that they're almost black and white, but not quite. And then they put this starch white against this sort of creamy background, which is very, very nice. I like the aesthetic of it. Yeah. So, yeah, I like this one. I like her mask. She's got her bag. She's dressed like a fool. And look at her little kitty. This magician is everything. Love his hair. Love this celestial pattern that's happening on his cloak here with the lemniscate wrapped around what I guess is the wand. Yeah, because we have cups, coins, dagger, which would be swords, and then this would be, I guess, his wand. Good. Okay. Look at her holding the heart in her hands. Somebody's heart. Maybe hers. I don't know. But this is reminiscent of the artist's work, right? Because I've been following him on Instagram because, of course, I've been trying to get this deck. And I've seen a lot of his work. This is very reminiscent of it with these reds, this blushed nipple, these blushed eyes. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, I see you. Beautiful High Priestess. The High Priestess is one of my cards, so I have to like the High Priestess or I won't buy the deck, but I love this one. Yeah, I love this blue and white giving me Greek vibes, right? And we have the pillars, but no dark and light. There's this one darker piece of foliage here. We do have the pomegranate. But look at this. So, like, and she connects. I know she's supposed to be like his counterpart, but I kind of think really she's more his counterpart and connects to that one. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I feel like she's the bridge here. Anyways, moving on. I don't want this to be forever because I don't even know if my phone is going to let me make this video, to be honest. This is my first, so we'll see how it goes. Ooh, I'm feeling this Julius Caesar. Okay, come through. I like him. This is the card. This is the card that was heard around the world, right? The one that, took everybody by surprise, but we all were here for it, right? This sort of gender, not neutral, but just, I don't even know what to call it. I'm not really good with the words here because this is not my experience. I don't experience it. I've not lived a queer experience. I have a lot of friends, but being friends with someone and then living their experience is two different things, right? So, we all were here for this. And then the thing about this card is it's kind of the reason why it's taken me so long to get this deck, because I think US Games had mentioned, or someone had mentioned, that they had a hard time printing the deck because of all of the nudity and the gender, I don't know if it's the word non-binary or gender neutral, or if this is transgender, or I'm not exactly sure about the word for what is happening in this image, but, or what has been depicted in this image, but I know it was part of the reason why they had such a hard time getting the deck printed at their normal printers. So they had to choose a different one, which I think is why it took so long for us to get it. Pope vibes. I wonder what this is. I'm not good with foliage, y'all. So if anybody knows, let me know in the comments. Ooh, I'm here for this yellow. Yes, yellow. Come through. Solar plexus. I like this. I mean, I like all these cards. I was a little bit nervous. Well, she got a wolf. A big ass wolf, like a dire wolf from Game of Thrones or whatever. I was nervous I wasn't gonna like these cards because, when you wait this long to receive a deck, is this hermit facing the wrong way? I feel like she's facing the wrong way. Do I have an RWS? Give me a second. But when you wait this long to receive a deck, your taste change sometimes. So I was worried. I was, but I'm not worried anymore because the second I took these out to unwrap them, I was like, yes, definitely facing the wrong way. I'm not sure if that's going to make a difference in my readings or not. We'll see. Right now it's not bothering me. I think she's fabulous, but I like that it's a female. But it is facing. This is the Pixie Pop Tarot, by the way, if anybody was wondering. Let me see. Yeah, sometimes your taste changes, and you don't like it once you get it when you waited this long. But I knew when I took these out of the wrapping, I didn't peek through the cards, but even just when I held them, I was like, yes, finally. This is interesting. I like that it's simple, but still manages to be interesting. So we'll see what we've got here. We've got fire, earth, water, and air. Okay, we've got that. She's blindfolded, holding on to this wheel. It's interesting. Sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can be quite boring, so I like that they managed to make this interesting. I'm saying they because I'm not sure of the artist's pronouns. I should have checked. I'm sure it's on their Instagram. Oh my, is this Latin? Is this Latin? I can't read Latin. Do I? Oh, I can't even get my Google Translate app out because I'm using my phone to record this video. Let's see if it says anything in here. Oh, let me. Sorry, I haven't opened it yet. Let me see. Justice. 11. Okay. This is the guidebook. So you can get a look at it. Strength, wealth, spirit. Oh, yeah. It's quote from Cicero. Justice renders to everyone his due. Okay. Nice. Thank you for putting that in the guidebook so I don't have to fiddle with Google Translate. Because you know I'm impatient and I wasn't going to be able to wait. This is a lot for this hangman. Goodness. I was doing a lot. All right, we got the kiss of death. I like it when an artist puts something that has to do with time or representative of time in the death card, like that hourglass there. Okay, here's another one that seems to me to be representing some gender fluidity. That's the word I was looking for, gender fluidity. Because I feel like I'm looking at a man's face, but he's wearing, or she is wearing, a female's garment. I mean, it's billowy at the chest, and it's just very soft, and it feels feminine to me. So, yeah. I like this. Again, very reminiscent of what I've been seeing on the artist's Instagram, right? And they have prints and this type of artwork in their shop. Ooh, look at this. This is tumultuous. I can't say that word. I always have to look it up and listen to the how to pronounce on the internet, and then warm up my tongue. I don't know why I can't get that word out. Lucifer falling from the heavens here, or some kind of fallen angel. We've got crashing waves. We've got fire and lightning and wind blowing, and this is a lot. This is our cover image. Beautiful, beautiful. And I will say this, like I'm looking at this on my computer, and the camera on my phone is not doing these images just, there we go, at all, because these are the colors. That's more true, I think. The colors are stunning, and that white against that cream is very lovely. It's so gentle but pretty. I like it a lot, y'all. I like it a lot. This is cute, but it doesn't feel, it feels different from the rest of the cards to me. It's cute. It feels very storybook-like or something. I don't know. Like it should be on the cover of a storybook, but it doesn't match like this sort of sensual, I don't know. It feels different, but I like it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give me the yellow every day, all day. Oh yeah. And I get some of my white. If I hold it up, I think you get a better view of it. My hands are a little shaky, guys. I'm sorry. Yes, I like the way they're gripping this judgment because it gives you sort of another way to read this card. It adds in a little bit of desperation here, right? Like I'm desperately trying to get to this ascension. I'm desperately needing to change that, to get that new, to get here. I'm desperately needing. Please help me. Or please let me through. And she's surrounded by this cornucopia it's reading cornucopia to me. It could be because we've just had Thanksgiving here in the U.S., so cornucopias are on my brain. I love this, though. It's pretty. I like all the color. Okay, and we're into the wands. I know that these are color coded and it seems wands are green. So here we go. I do like that these are different. Sometimes we get very similar images for the 2 and the 3 of wands, and these are very different. I mean, we've got one inside, one outside, one facing forward, one facing back, one standing in reality, the other one standing out on a cliff looking out over water, which is giving us more of a fantastical vibe. I like the differences here. Typical 4 of wands, typical 5, although very naked. Although very naked, but typical. Yeah, that's our 6. But this is, there's no other people there, but definitely still feeling that victory. Yep, 7. 8. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got more Latin. I'll wait to go into the guidebook. I won't make you guys sit with me through that. Typical 9. Oh, someone missing a leg. And broken arm. I like, that's giving us a little bit of a diversity in ability, right? So on top of the gender fluid nature of it all, we've also got additional diversity added in here. So that's nice. Yeah, I'm feeling him. No face at all here. That's okay. Sometimes it's all about the burden, not about the person, right? Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. I'm feeling her. I am feeling her. I like that she's a musician. I like all this green. I like that she's black. I love her boots. I like the clothes in this. I wonder, did he or she or he or they, right? Study the clothing in the like museums and stuff to get these patterns, because this is beautiful. Look at this one. I mean, that's a design right there. This artist should try his hand at costume design, I think. Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful image. I don't know if you guys, I have to figure out the best way to get my camera to focus or whatever, but this is, I mean, this walkthrough, of course, is probably not going to be your go-to because it's blurry, but I'm doing it anyway because I need to learn how to make YouTube videos, and so, you know, you can walk along with me or not. Cute. I've seen this card a few times, and this person reminds me of someone, and I can't put my finger on who. I don't know if it's someone that I know or someone I've seen in a picture or a video or a movie or someone in my dreams. I'm not sure, but I feel like I know her. It's almost like these hands are like about to snatch his cup back. Like they're like, oh, so you want to ignore my cup? All right, then I'm taking my shit back. That makes me laugh. I don't know why. I'm a nut. Okay, we got the 5. I like this 5 because even though it's RWS, right? But it's cleaned up. It's made it very clear that this is something we should focus on. Where in the RWS, sometimes the castle and the world in the background gets lost, even though it is quite important for the card, right? So this is the 6 of Cups, yeah. This um this this figure looks like the artist to me from what I've seen on their Instagram, and I know that they're trans artists because I read that somewhere. Wondering if this is them seeing themselves as a child or if this is their child. I'm curious about this. I'm gonna just give me 1 minute because I wanna see about this. We're looking for the 6 of Cups. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna read. So since we need to read one anyway, right? For a walkthrough, isn't that what we do? I don't know. don't know what I'm doing, y'all. All right, Six of Cups. It says, this may be the most personally intimate card I have made for the deck. And it's a little funny that, of course, it's the Suit of Cups that has brought up such emotional introspection in me. Most of the cards have some kind of personal hook, something that I can relate to in the meaning. It's a narrow, focused lens that helps me see the whole of the card and interpret it as I wish. And I'll be entirely honest, some cards I feel a lot more deeply than others, and some I understand a lot better, while others I'm still learning about even after having painted my own version. But the Six of Cups had me stuck. None of the representations I saw really spoke to me. I knew more or less what the card was meant to represent: childhood, memories, nostalgia, dwelling on the past, innocence, naivete, but I had a difficult time connecting with it. And that, I think, I discovered my own personal block. Like so many people, but especially queer and trans people, I have a complicated relationship with my childhood. Being an immigrant is another factor. I came to the U.S. when I was 13, and my childhood was quite literally left behind with all the physical attributes of it that couldn't fit into the 2 suitcases I was allowed to take on the plane. Wow. That's an interesting thought. It's not something I've ever considered before. A child moving and only being able to bring 2 suitcases of what would have been to them their whole life. And as an adult, it would be a different experience than for a child, right? Because as an adult, the things we collect don't seem like our entire lives, but as a child, maybe they do. Maybe they would. Anyways, I have a tendency to overthink things in my life, but when it comes to the past, I tend not to dwell and to move on as a kind of safeguarding mechanism. I don't block things out, and I do not repress. They're there, and I try to see them for what they are. But I've always prided myself on being able to just set things down and leave them there while I keep going forward, because I thought this was a sign of strength and maturity. Sometimes it served me well, other times not so much. Right around the time that I was trying to parse all this out and come up okay, sorry. Right around the time that I was trying to parse all this out and come up with some kind of idea for the card, one of my favorite witches and tarot readers, Angeliska Polacek, wrote a beautifully insightful series of posts, first on Instagram, footnote 1, and then on her own blog, footnote 2, about the practice of finding and caring for your inner child. Yeah, and footnote 1 and footnote 2 are here in the book, the websites. Her writing touched me on a profound level, and I went digging through my memory box, which still houses the very few things I saved from when I was a child in Russia. I found an old blue plastic toy donkey. Is it in the picture? Is she holding a donkey? No, that's a cup. Okay. I found an old blue plastic toy donkey that waddles across any smooth surface when you pull on the string very gently, my old homework book from 5th grade, and some old family photos. In one of them, 9-year-old me is standing outside on a sunny late summer morning in my orange flannel nightgown. Hair ruffled with sleep, cradling a butterfly in my hands. I'm staring at it and okay, all right, I'll stop there. There's more to the book. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put out there, this is not a book that I would say is going to help you if you are a beginner getting this deck. I think you could use this deck as a beginner because it's nice, big, clear images. It's beautiful, but you're going to need another book because this, if you don't know the meanings of tarot, this is not going to help you. But it is a wonderful book from what I've read, and it's giving the artist stream of consciousness as far as how they created these cards, which I love in a guidebook. So I'm very excited to read this, and it's hard covered, and it has the images in on for the cards, so you could take this to bed with you, and you're not going to worry about ruining it because it's hardcover. So if you fall asleep on it like I do, you're not going to destroy it, and it has the images, so you don't need to bring the cards with you. This is fabulous. I'm here for this as a guidebook. So that's great, but it's not going to, if you are a beginner, tell you how to use the cards. So you're going to need a website or an additional book for that. Or even if you have another tarot deck that has a better guidebook, you can use it with this one because this is RWS. If that's an RWS deck, you can use that guidebook with this, like those keywords and so and so. But okay. That's something that I never considered until right now, until I saw this card. So I like that he has taught me something new here. Um, that, I knew that, you know, the, what he said about the complicated experience with the childhood was there. However, the thought of when you're thinking back or looking back at yourself and seeing yourself as another gender dressed in another gender's clothing is always going to be there because was your childhood experience. That's a different way of living or a different way of remembering than is my experience. So it's interesting to think about it and consider it. I like that. I like that a lot. Um, okay, this is giving me Asian vibes, like Japanese vibes. I also like that this deck has seemed to really bring in a lot of different cultural aspects. It's not telling me anything about the culture. Now, I don't know what's in the sky book, which might teach me some things, but I do like that it's, bringing it to my attention. And I love the clothes. I love the patterns. I love the designs. This artist really should consider costume designs. I'm here for this Nine of Cups. Yes. This might be my favorite Nine of Cups ever. I like all this food. Look at this. I mean, he got ham, pastries, fish. Look at this. Can you see it? Yes. Wine. This would be my Nine of Cups moment. This is giving me Frida vibes. Okay, more gender fluidity to me. This feels like more gender fluidity to me. I like that she's holding. I like that all of these pages kind of give us sort of like they're holding something that kind of gives us sort of a feel for like what they would be doing if they were just kind of living their lives, Because I thought the other page had like a guitar. Yeah, I can't remember, but there's the Queen of Cups looking like looking like an empress. That's okay, because all of the queens are an aspect of the empress, and this would definitely be the aspect of the empress that this queen embodies, right? I love it. Let's see these two together. Yeah, I like them. And they look like they're about to toast. Clink. I didn't look at the other two together. Sorry, you guys are gonna have to go on this journey with me because this is what I do when I look at a deck and I don't want to not do it because I'm doing this. Yep. I got distracted by their clothes and forgot to pair them up. But it looks like all of these are going to pair up nicely. Oh, this is getting long. Let me get on with my world. I see how these videos get so long. Oh, I like this red. This is interesting. We've got swords crossed in a T rather than X like they normally are. I like that. My hand's ashy. Let me get some lotion. There's a lot to consider when making a YouTube video, guys. This is my first video, and I don't know about this. I don't know how y'all do this. This is a lot. I'm like, let me put some lotion on my hands. Before I was like, oh, I should have painted my nails. And I want to make another video to a hashtag because that's the reason I wanted to start this channel anyway. And the hashtag video, I've got all the decks sitting here, but I might paint my nails before I do that one because, yeah, I feel I need to paint my nails. Sorry, I had to put lotion and then wipe it off my hands so I don't get it on the cards. So this card, what is her name? Meredith over at the Spiritual Oasis Tarot is going to be mad about that if she gets this stack. She can't stand 3 swords and a heart. That is, I mean, it's an anatomical heart, but it still is 3 swords and a heart. She's going to be like, what? Another 3 swords and a heart? Yeah, very RWS. Very RWS, but pretty. And only one person in the boat. So that is a little bit of a change. Love this dress. She's quite bound, right? So for those of you who don't like them to be bound, oh goodness. I mean, there's owls and bats coming in his window. No wonder he's stressed. That's very bloody. But he's still up on one knee. Cleaning his sword, cleaning up his ideas. I like that one. Oh, that's the one I was looking for. Yeah. Uh-huh. This is giving me more gender fluidity, right? Like, I feel like this is a female's sleeves, but wearing a breastplate. The hair is giving me female. I don't know. I like it, though. I love all this wind in the background, and I like these cards. Let's see how our Queen of Swords looks against our King of Swords. I love this Queen of Swords. I really do. The more I look at her, the more I love her. Yes. I would like to do a I'm probably going to, when this is over, do a layout of all the queens and see how they all look together. All the kings. I like to do that. Yeah. All right, last suit. I'm here for this yellow. Yes. I like this. This is beautiful. Okay. They've taken this down and they're working on it together. Okay. This is interesting because this is different. Most of these cards have been very RWS, but this is different, right? Because the person is inside instead of outside. They're hiding the coins behind their back, but their back is to the rest of the house. So anyone walking up on them would be able to see these coins hidden. It's not like they're hiding them against the wall where no one could see them because they have their back against the wall, right? So that's an interesting way to look at this. Also, quite beautiful dress. This yellow and black is giving me life. I love this. Also, a little bit of a different, well, I guess it's similar, but a different look. Because instead of the glass, we've got wooden doors here. Interesting. 6, 7, looking about the same. 8, very handsome. Yes, 9 of coins. Yes. She's so pretty. Look at that hat. Oh, oh yes, yes. I love this. I really like this. Look, she's feeding the chickens. I love this. I have no regrets. And I actually got it for a really good price because I pre-ordered it on Amazon so early. Apparently, I don't know if they had a sale or something, but I saved like $15 or 17. I don't know. They sent me an email. I saved a lot of money. So I'm glad that I stuck with my pre-order and I didn't get frustrated and quit. Because normally I would have been like, I was so excited to get the deck. I was almost like, let me just order it from US Games. But I said, nah, let me wait. And I'm glad someone told me to wait, and I'm glad I listened to it because this card stock, y'all, is a very small grained linen, super flexible, fabulous, gonna bounce back, not gonna hold a bow on you, gonna be able to shuffle. Now these cards are a little bit bigger than a normal size tarot card. This is a Make Playing Cards card, which is general US Games size, and this is, as you can see, a little bigger. So if you have small hands, you're not, for me, I have small hands, and a deck this normal size, I have to stretch to get to. If it's too thick, I won't be able to riffle shuffle it. However, this is very much bigger. It's much bigger. So I'm not going to be able to riffle shuffle in that way probably. But however, they are quite bendy. So I might be able to do it anyway because I can just bend it, So, and they're not super thick. So let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Because I do have small hands, so. Yep, see how bendy they are? And yes, oh wow. See, got a perfect shuffle. Perfect. So yes, I can riffle these, and it is a stretch for my hands. But I can do it, especially if I go slowly. This is a very nice cardstock, guys. This is the best cardstock I've seen come out of US games. Because I have small hands and these cards are big, I'm probably going to riffle them like this. They bend nicely. Ooh. So I can riffle them, no problem, this way, and get a good shuffle. You can see the bridge happens if you are careful. You can bridge because they're so bendy. However, I'll probably not be bridging that way because they are a little bit slippy because they're linen. So I'll probably just push them together, and then if they start to get a bow, I will just, riffle them this way to take the bow out. But there you go. That is the Fyodor Pavlov Tarot. They are stunners. These are some stunner cards. Look at that. Look at that. And you can see clearly what suit you're looking at. And if I was doing like a bigger reading, I'm sorry we can't get it all in the frame, but I just want you to see, you can see, okay, I've got 2 coins here. I've got 2 cups. I've got a lot of red. I've got a lot of yellow. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. Oh, they look lovely together. Yep. And they fan. Oh, there's my card. I like this card a lot. I like that it awakened something in my mind and gave me something to think about, which I don't often see too much in tarot cards. Well, that's not true. I lie. I see it. It's sometimes in these RWS kind of clones, you don't get something that really makes you think because it's so close to the RWS imagery that you've already been thinking about forever. This really, it is close to the imagery, but it gave me something to think about, and I really like that. They are going to fan fabulously. Yep. All right. So thank you for watching. I am a new channel, so, if you want to see more of my content, I can't tell you what that content is going to be because I don't know if I would call myself a channel as much as just someone out here that wants to make a few YouTube videos, but like, share, and subscribe if you like, and have a blessed day. Bye.